Your higher self is going to show you what your highest and best choice is. And I like to tell people, do your research, do your homework first, and then ask. And let that be the last question you ask. And it's very curious because people want to use it for prediction. And it can be used for prediction, but not right away. And mostly it's not for prediction. It is for your divine action steps. Like, for example, you start out, teaching things, but at some point you made a decision to go into a podcast. How did you know? How did you know?
How you asking me? How did I know?
Mm-hmm.
I just knew it was innate in me. I got drawn to it. Like that's all I follow. I don't really do business plans or cast too far ahead. I allow myself to be guided. And I kind of done that my whole life. I just didn't know what I was doing for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. I understand because that's how I've lived my life too. And it's very intriguing because we are on the precipice of doing things the male way and the shift to doing things the female way. And the female way is exactly what you just described. And those that know business planning struggle with that, accepting that. But at the same time, for example, I have business people who call me and asking about people as potential board members or people who might be, employees. So they know that there's more knowledge available to them than what meets the eye. So yeah, I have done exactly what you did. I've always followed my guidance. Yeah. So
how,
go ahead.
Yeah. So how would you describe then the flower of life and the MerKaBa if you were guided to learn that and teach it? And for the layman, for somebody that's not heard of it before.
Mm-hmm. Well, the MerKaBa itself is a field of energy that you turn on that sits around your body. I'm looking around my desk here to see where a star tetrahedron is. You can see the one in the back. That's a star tetrahedron. Mm-hmm. And I was pretty sure I had one sitting here, but I don't see it.
It's like 2 3-dimensional triangles.
Tetrahedrons, right? Right.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to describe it for people listening on audio.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. A little bit hidden. So, I see. You're trying to describe it. So it's a tetrahedron. So it's a shape like this, which is like a 3-sided pyramid, but it's really 4-sided because it has a base that counts. So you have 2 of these and they're nested equidistant from each other so that at any point in the center, you could reach the same edge. So this point and this point, the upper tetrahedron and the lower tetrahedron are the same distance from the center. So they're equally, set up. So in this shape, if you saw it in 2D, you'd say it was a Star of David. But in 3D, it is called a MerKaBa. But technically, it's not a real MerKaBa until you turn it on. And the actual Flower of Life training is the training that activates the MerKaBa and puts it to use for you. And I had been studying esoteric knowledge, I don't know, most of my life,